Hi there, Leo. Welcome back for your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week of January the 13th through the 19th. I am going to be pulling one card per day, and we'll see what shows up on the cards, what shows up on my intuition as we're looking at those cards, just to get kind of a theme for each day as we go through the week. This is a general reading. It's not really focused on love. It's not focused on money. It's not focused on family relationships. It is focused on what are the main themes, because not every day can be about the same thing, right? At least I hope not. I have Uranus in my sixth house. That would make me kind of crazy if that happened. All right, let's take a peek on Monday. What you guys have showing up, Leo? You have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands just says you have a lot of communication going back and forth. This is generally short communication, so short phone calls, short emails, and typically, this is text going back and forth, text or DMs, something like that, And it's enough when the Eight of Wands shows up that you kind of have to stay on your feet just to make sure that that you're keeping up with everything that's actually being said back and forth. And this can be with you and another person, or this could be, in a whole group setting as well. Now, let's look at Tuesday. Here we have the Three of Swords. This is some kind of heartache or heartbreak that comes in, some kind of sadness. I think this is going to be the card that we clarify for this week just to see what's really going on here. Because sometimes this is just a very small thing, and sometimes this is, somebody really stabbing you in the back, betraying you, some kind of thing like that. So I think we're going to see, just how big is that, because I would like to see it show up as, just a small thing. I have actually had this card show up for me one time whenever the only heartbreak or heartache that I had that day was watching the 6 o'clock news, and I saw this story about an animal that had been neglected, and it was just pretty bad, is what it was. And so I almost cried watching the news, which is not normal for me. I'm just gonna say, I'm not one of those types of people. All right, let's look at Wednesday. Wednesday, you have the Queen of Pentacles showing up, Leos. Is this you or somebody you're interacting with? Okay, so with the Queen of Pentacles being somebody that you're interacting with on Wednesday, this is somebody who's pretty secure, pretty stable. She's pretty laid back. She's not really letting people get under her skin very often. Doesn't take things too personal. And I feel like there's something going on here where you may be asking for advice from this person. Or maybe you're not asking, maybe you're kind of implying it would be nice. But I do think that she's giving you some kind of advice. And this can be about money or financial things, but also this can be about how do you keep your cool most of the time? How do you actually respond and not react? Who knows? Maybe she's giving you some breathing exercises. I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at Thursday. Here we go. Thursday, Knight of Pentacles, doing whatever it takes to take care of that budget, going out and making that money, making sure you're not doing any kind of impulse spending. And then Friday, we have the Emperor showing up in reverse. I actually want to clarify that too. I want to see. There's a couple ways that could be coming in. I want to see. So I can't decide how that feels to me. So that kind of tells me we've got both going on here. Let me just double check though. That's the dog out in the yard in case the microphone picked that up. He's a big dog. He's about the size of a pony, actually. Oh, I see what's going on here. I should have just asked Spirit instead of putting down all those cards okay. Friday, this is actually somebody that you're interacting with that Emperor showing up in reverse. Emperor in reverse just means that you've got somebody. I feel like you're interacting with somebody who there's things going on outside of their control in their life that is making them feel a little bit powerless. And they may be coming to you for advice or maybe even just comfort. Could be just comfort for a lot of you. I'm going to say 80% of you, just comfort. For others of you, they're going to actually be hoping that you can give them some kind of help or advice. Now, let's look at the weekend. Weekend, we have the King of Pentacles. Pentacles is all over your week, Leo. For a fire sign, this is a lot of Pentacles showing up here. Boo-ba-doo. You've only got two cards that I would consider fire cards. That one's the Emperor in reverse, and the other one's that Eight of Wands on Monday. So let's see. Saturday, you've got the King of Pentacles. Like I said, King of Pentacles is somebody that you're interacting with, very similar to that Queen of Pentacles energy we saw on Wednesday. Somebody very secure, laid back, stable, probably has, very comfortable with their finances, but also, very secure emotionally as well, not taking anything personal, that type of thing. I think when you're interacting with them, it seems to me like some of you Leos are doing some kind of recreational activity with them on Saturday. I don't know if you're watching a game, if you're going golfing. I don't know. You wouldn't go golfing in this weather that I'm recording this in today. Maybe you're going skiing with them. I don't know. But it does feel like there's some kind of element of recreation to this. Maybe you're just hanging out at the bar. I don't know. Then, boop-a-doo-doo-doo, Sunday. You have the Lovers card showing up here. This just tells me that you've got some kind of partnership that you're really enjoying the benefits from. So this could be a romantic partnership. This could also be a business partnership or a really good friendship. When you have the Lovers card come up and it's talking about partnership, this is how you know if it's a partnership or not. Is this is somebody that you plan things out with and you do things with. And with the Lovers, you do this on a regular basis. This is not like a one-time collaboration happening on Sunday. This is something that happens repeatedly. Sunday is just one incident of it. Okay? So that's how you know who a partner is when you're looking at that in the tarot. All right, so let's see. Let's clarify Tuesday's card with the Three of Swords. Let's see what this has to do with and sort of see if we can get a feel for how big of a deal this is or is not. Whenever you do cards for every day, sometimes the cards are not that big of a deal. So I don't want anybody panicking for something that's going to be, oh my gosh, I got a hangnail. That type of energy. Let's see what we have. Oh, we have a phone ringing. Let's silence that. I apologize, guys. Huh. Well, I don't think it's any kind of like really backstabbing or betrayal type thing. I do think there may be some miscommunication or some misunderstandings here. What you got in the first row of two is you got the clouds and you got the mountain. And the clouds talk about confusion. The mountain talks about an obstacle. So confusion is an obstacle. So there may be some miscommunication here. Underneath the clouds, we have the scythe, which talks about this is sudden. So the the confusion kind of comes out of nowhere. Like I said, I think that confusion probably came from some kind of communication. And with that scythe, still came in really quickly. And the child at the bottom, this could be communication or confusion about a child. This also could be communication or confusion about some kind of new beginning. So I think what we've got here is some kind of new beginning that maybe had sort of started to take off, and now there's some kind of confusion, and that confusion is an obstacle to it moving forward, and that brings in some heartache. But knowing what you know now, knowing that this is created by confusion, now whenever that comes in, then all I really have to do is sit down and communicate with somebody about what's going on here, and we can get on the same page. Because there's some miscommunication here that's actually causing this. So if you can avoid the miscommunication, then you can avoid the heartache. All right, so that's what I've got for the week. Thank you very much for being here, Leos. If I don't see you for a reading, a Reiki session, or a mentoring session between now and then I will see you guys back on the next video. If you feel like supporting the channel, there is a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description down below if you want to do that. Nobody has to, just saying it's there if you want to. Everybody have a fantastic week. See you next time. Peace.